Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the boy Fooly, and I'm bringing you guys another video right here on Black Ops Cold War. And today we're going to be talking about league play and whether or not I think it'll affect SBMM for casuals, for OGs, for hardcore players, etc, etc. But before we get into that, make sure to leave a like on the video, guys, comment your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 450 subscribers, which is insane. And league play SBMM, let's get right into it. So I know, at least for myself and people who are fans of the CDL and the COD League, etc, etc, people are super hyped about league play finally being available, probably within the next month and a half. I can't remember the last time league play was available at launch, and I don't think it's ever going to be happening, because that would require Activision to make a decision that makes people happy, and they're not capable of doing that ever. So I don't see it ever coming out on launch, but this is early enough for me. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty good. What a lot of people are wondering, especially the casual COD players who don't really care too much about league play, they're wondering and they're thinking, they're using common sense, you know, if league play is going to be implemented and that's going to be a competitive ranked mode, will SBMM be affected in a way that's beneficial to people who don't like cock and ball torture? And my answer is, I don't think so. I don't think league play is going to do enough damage to SBMM to where you can consider it lowered. However, I do think maybe in the first couple of days, maybe even the first week or two, I do think you're actually going to see a couple differences in SBMM and lobbies and things like that. I think one of the main reasons why you won't be experiencing many differences with SBMM is because, honestly guys, like, league play in my opinion is great. I truly think it's one of the best things to ever happen to COD. It's truly just not popular enough, and honestly that's probably part of the reason why it's never introduced at launch. I mean, like, it's just true. At the end of the day, the fan base and the player count for league play and CDL and whatever else you want to call it, ranked play, I hate to say it because I actually love and adore ranked play and league play. I actually play it very often on other CODs. It's just not as popular as it used to be. By the way, if you're at all confused with how SBMM works, pretty much it's what you see on my screen right now. I'm level 140, so the game thinks it's only appropriate that I go against people who are level 393, 270, 273, 237, and so on. You know, to me that doesn't make sense. That's a 200 level disparity. Now, if league play is produced correctly and it's competitive and fun enough, I do think the fans of competitive play and ranked play, etc, etc, I do think they would probably stay on it long enough for the player count and the popularity of it to maybe actually affect SBMM in a nice way. At the end of the day, guys, it all depends on how well league play performs to the player base. If Treyarch and Activision make straight up poopy all over the sheets, league play will fail terribly and SBMM will not be affected whatsoever. Now here's the other side of the coin. Suppose league play is actually kind of popular, which I kind of doubt. What's going to happen when the majority of the players that are in my skill range are out playing league play and I'm actually playing pubs instead? You know, somebody with common sense and somebody who's probably not an alcoholic and not going through a divorce, somebody who's happy, would probably say SBMM in that case would probably be tuned down, and maybe you'd get matched up with players who aren't as sweaty. Because, you know, the people who you normally match up with, they're busy playing league play and you're playing pubs. Well, as much as I'd like that to be true, you gotta remember who we're dealing with. We're not talking about people who have common sense. We're talking about people who care about money and don't care about their fans and don't care about their fan base and the longevity of their game. You know, this is Activision we're talking about, guys. If I were to ask one of the employees from Activision, hey, if I ate 2 bananas, how many bananas did I eat? They would probably say something along the lines of, well, you ate 2 bananas, but because you made poopy, now there's only 1 banana that you eated. Something stupid along the lines of that. And we gotta remember that they don't think with common sense, they think about money. And at the end of the day, they're not gonna match you with players who are of a weaker bracket than you, just because the people in your bracket are out playing league play. No, of course not. They would never do that. You know, if you're somewhere in the US and it's nighttime and you're in this scenario, the likely outcome is not that they're gonna put you in a lower skill bracket. They would probably extend the dog shit out of your search time and wait 5 minutes for you to match up with somebody just now waking up in Japan when you have 130 ping. They would much rather do that than just have common sense and put you in a lower skill bracket. You know, this could easily go both ways. I don't know exactly how league play will turn out. If it's not popular whatsoever, then I don't think SBMM is going to be affected at all. But on the contrary, if league play happens to be good, then at that point it's like a 50-50 whether or not SBMM will be affected. And if it were to be affected, I only think it would last a very, very, very short time. Personally, I think we're expecting too much for the likes of Activision and some legitimately quality development coming out of Treyarch and any studio at this point. I personally don't see it happening. We talked about this in my last video, and I feel like it's just something that maybe a lot of people are thinking too hard about. If you're not cool with taking backy wackies and waiting 3 minutes plus to find a lobby on a filled 24/7 playlist, and you're on like 50 plus ping, you're kind of helpless at this point. Alright, I don't think league play is going to be the answer. Like, I don't know anymore, guys. The game's just getting kind of annoying and stale at this point. Like, it's just a bunch of the same bullshit. The urge to just reverse boost and use a net Duma and do all these shady things just so I could go against disabled girls and drop nukes and not speak. The urge to do that. I don't think my urge to defy SBMM has been this high ever in my goddamn life. I'm not gonna lie. You know, guys, I think my next video, I'm gonna try not to talk about SBMM. My next video is gonna be on a different topic, probably still negative. But hey, listen, I wanna know what you guys think about whether or not you think league play is going to benefit the casual player base when it comes to SBMM. Personally, like I said, I don't see it happening, but it's possible, you know? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me today. Have a great one. Enjoy yourselves. It's been the boy Fooly. Toodaloo.
I do not mind the hype. I can surmise my mics. I put them bitches on skates. Turbo live on nice. Don't think my mind is right, but I gotta fight.